Um, I'm sorry, I have such a terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. What? It took you a long time to read. That coming from you? You were quiet for a whole minute after you finished reading, come on. Well, I just don't read very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Eh? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Cupcake. Really? Must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experience in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought about that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. I just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to try. I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. To do what? To keep trying? I kinda don't have a choice. Who should I show my poem to next? I don't know. So many choices. Okay, let's go see Natsuki. Her poem can't be very long because, I mean, look at her. Huh?
Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you.
That's a little blunt.
Well, excuse me, princess. It's not like I said it was bad.
Kinda did.
It just didn't evoke any emotion.
So basically it's not cute enough for your taste, right?
Do you want to get smacked?
I'm on. Let's go. I'm like twice your size. I'm gonna fucking wreck you.
I'll pass. Sigh. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I won't. The music! Oh, yes! Best fitting music, yes. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. But that's about it. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Now I know my ABCs. Yeah.
I told you were gonna like it.
Well, maybe if you didn't write it like you were a freaking preschooler. I like it. It's very preschoolish.
What? Just be honest.
I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Did you write it like a child on purpose?
Well,
Because! The explanation is because.
everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff.
Well, you are in high school, not in preschool. You're supposed to have grown past the ABC test now.
So people don't even take my writing seriously.
What was the point of your little poem, please? Can you explain what the point was? It was just short, obvious statements that are obvious. Why are you being so stupid?
But isn't the point of poem for people to express themselves?
So you're expressing that you have the mind of a child, right? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly. I can write like a preschooler if I want to. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard.
How does it hit you hard? It's just statements.
Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening.
Okay, look, I don't know what I wrote, but I know that I felt zero emotion coming from your poem. The others at least tried. You're just making statements and then saying, this is what you should feel. It doesn't work like that. A plain statement like a bird can fly doesn't make me feel bad that I can't fly.
So I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I understand.
But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay.
What wordplay? It would put more weight on the wordplay if you actually used wordplay, maybe.
Like, I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then I made it fall flat on purpose.
I don't call that wordplay, though. That's just kind of failing at making a poem.
It helps bring out the feeling in the last line.
Like you just didn't want to bother finishing it properly? Like you're lazy? Like a child? So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. Yeah, I don't like her. She's like... She's not like a high schooler. She's not even like a middle schooler. She's like a little primary schooler.
That's what it means to be a pro.
You're not a pro. Oh my god. I'm not a pro and I can tell you that you're not a pro.
I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that the youngest one here, did you?
So you're just trying to impress by being really childish and trying to be cute? That's not gonna impress anyone. People in high school especially try to act more mature than they are because they're tired of being children and being treated like children. So acting like you're a child and talking and writing like you're a child is not going to impress anyone. Grow up. Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old anyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Maybe you should though, because she's being like full of herself and she really shouldn't be. She's looking down on everybody else, so. And did you even give her any advice? I don't think. Ooh. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. You didn't expect that? You yourself keep saying that you suck at this. How do you expect them not to notice that you suck at this? You'll get better with practice. Even if they're trying to be nice, there's no way my poem can stand up to theirs. Well, you are miles ahead of Natsuki, so there's always that. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayuri and Monika are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poem. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. She can't make out what the big words mean. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. She's so sad that she can't help her be smarter.
What's with this language? It's like you're grown up or something.
Eh? Did you say something?
Oh, it's nothing.
Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand.
I guess you could say it's fancy.
Thanks. Yours is cute.
Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something?
There's no symbolism in here. I read it, I know. You just not... Like, I understand wanting to add symbolism, but you didn't add symbolism. So you need to learn how to properly add symbolism.
It's clearly about the feelings of giving up. How can that be cute?
I know that. I just meant... The language, I guess... I was trying to say something nice.
Huh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out that nice.
Well, all you said about hers was that it was fancy and you threw it aside with one hand. You're being a terrible person here. You don't deserve any better than being told it's cute. Little pink-haired preschooler. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions.
If I was looking for suggestion, I would have asked someone who actually liked it.
But if they like it the way it is, they won't suggest any changes, will they?
Which people did, by the way.
Yeah, I'm sure your grandma found it really cute.
Sayuri liked it. And Cupcake did too.
I shouldn't have humored her. Like now she thinks she's the queen of the place. So
based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions for my own. First of all...
excuse me? I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. And I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. And Cupcake liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up.
Oh! I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress your new member, Yuri.
That's not what I... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Cupcake appreciated my advice more than he appreciated yours. Did she even give me any advice, that little pink-haired brat? She basically just boasted about how great she is and she's the youngest and that somehow makes her better. Like, I don't think she gave me any advice. I don't remember any advice from her.
Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice and more?
Because I don't even remember it. If there was any.
Are you that full of yourself?
No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. She caught you. She caught you.
Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Cupcake started showing up.
Okay, listen. Look at her chest. She doesn't need padding. So, if anyone stuffed their bra, feel it would be you, because she doesn't need any help. Look at her. She is plentiful and overly generous in that area. She doesn't need to stuff her bra.
Natsuki!
Natsuki, that's a little...
That doesn't involve you!
I don't like fighting you guys. Suddenly, both girls turned toward me, as if they just noticed I was standing there.
Cupcake?
She's just trying to make me look bad. I can tell.
That's not true!
Yes, it is. You have an inferiority complex, you need to see someone about that, it's not their fault.
She started it!
She tried to be nice and you're just being a bitch about it. Shut up. I really don't like this girl. If something bad happens later on, like I've been told something bad should happen at some point, I hope it's to this girl, because then it will be comeuppance and not a tragedy.
If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poem all convoluted for no reason?
You're the one who wanted to use symbolism, you stupid idiot.
The meaning should jump out of the reader, not force them to have it figured out. Help me explain that to her, Cupcake.
Wait. There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in that language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning to the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessary, limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Cupcake?
Well...
How did I get dragged into this in the first place? I'm getting the feeling they all like you, so that's why. It's not like I know anything about writing. That's true. But whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So I'm going with Yuri. Of course I'm going to go with... Or should I ask for help from Sayori? Because she's one of the leaders of the gang, right? So... So I really don't like Natsuki. She's a little brat. She's more fit to be in preschool than to be in high school. Yuri has some difficulty expressing herself, and Natsuki is just making that worse because she's jumping on any opportunity to act like a little brat. But Sayori, being the second in command, might be able to calm things down. And also, I think I should be going for her because she already liked him first and she knows him a long time. And yeah, I'm gonna go with Sayori because that's my choice right now. Natsuki glares at me, drying up any word I had left in my mouth. So instead I turn to Yuri. Yuri... But Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Well, maybe I should have defended her against Natsuki, because Natsuki really should not be acting like this. Sayori!
Eh?
Yeah! Everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like that?
Cupcake? Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her.
I agree. It's unfair to others to interject their own feelings into our conflict. Okay, I like you less now.
Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what stuck-up jerk she is.
Oh, she would never. It's your immaturity that's made her upset in the first place. Yes, very true.
Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself?
Yeah, I've dealt with bitey little people like her. You don't sound tough by yelling and being aggressive, you just sound stupid. So if you're one of these people, stop it. Just be friendly and everybody will be friendly in return.
Fa. This is exactly why. Exactly why nobody likes. Stop!
I get the feeling that Yuri is bullied.
Natsuki, Yuri. You guys are friends. You're my friends.
I just wanted everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people. And I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. No, they give me 0 feelings. They're, no, not amazing. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. That's slightly more true, yes. She was much better at writing. Everyone's so talented. So why are we fighting? Because they're both kind of close-minded. And the little one is way too aggressive. She needs to calm down. She needs to turn that down.
Because I'm a grade schooler.
Yeah, well... Also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. Just go back to preschool. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were. There. Big and beautiful. That's... Oh, she's so jealous that she just said that. Like, she was okay with being told that being cute is okay, but being told that her chest is okay is not okay with her. And now she's embarrassed because she just talked about her boobs in front of the whole group. Sayori stands up triumphantly. Monika stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Whoosh! Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So this is why Sayori is vice president. I whisper to Monika. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader, and I can organize things. But I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me. Ahahaha. Nah. It's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that just means Sayori is amazing in her own ways, isn't it? You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's really suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt. That makes 2 of us. You can count on me.